Hello friends, welcome to my channel Clinical Biochemistry by Dr. P.K. Prabhakar. Today I am going to give you a interesting topic, interesting things we are going to solve. Everyone is reading books. So we are reading sometimes new books also, sometimes old books also, sometimes we are going to get purchase the second hand book, sometimes we are going to library. So have you ever thought that different books will have different type of a smell, and what is the exact reason behind that one? What is going to cause the specific aroma of these books? So there are number of compounds. If you see, both old and new books gives several volatile compounds, and commonly we are going to call VOCs. And these source of these volatile compounds are coming from the different sources. Sometimes it comes from the degradation product, sometimes it is coming from the different types of paper we are going to use. Sometimes we are using the binding adhesives, so from those adhesives it comes. Sometimes it is because of the different type of inks we are going to use. So number of sources are there. So all these volatile compounds which is responsible for the specific aroma of the books comes from different sources. When we are going to see the old books, so in the case of old books, there are number of compounds we can see it. There are number of different compounds like toluenes, which is responsible for the sweet odor, vanillin, which is the vanilla like odors, then 2-ethyl hexanol, that is the slightly floral smells we are having, ethyl benzene, that is responsible for the sweet odor again, benzaldehyde, almond like odor, then we are having furfural, which is also almond like odor. So if you see the over the time, the gradual breakdown of the cellulose, most of the papers for books and other things are composed of cellulose and lignins. So as books are going to get older, so in that case these cellulose and lignins are going to get broken down, and it produces a number of organic compounds, as we have seen, either toluene, vanillin, ethyl hexanol, furfural, benzaldehyde or ethyl benzenes. Type of paper and age of the book affect the compound produced and their concentrations. So different means it varies. For instance, very old book contains more lignin than the modern book. So they will have, when it will have more lignins, obviously more volatile compounds will be produced, and it will be a specific type of odor will be there. If you are going to see the new books, in the case of new books we can have vinyl acetate, ethylenones, alkyl ketene dimers or hydrogen peroxides. These are coming not from the any books. These are coming from either adhesives or the specific paper types of paper or specific inks we are going to use. So the aroma of new books is highly variable, and the compounds that causes its originate from the ink, adhesives or the chemical used for paper treatments. Currently in these times, whatever binding adhesives we are going to use it, they are based on the copolymers such as vinyl acetate ethylene, which we are seeing in the top. In the paper making processes, papers are treated with a variety of chemicals to achieve desired properties. While some of these chemicals are odorless themselves, they can react and contribute to the number of releasing volatile compounds. Petrochemicals used as a solvent for inks, and it can also be contributing in the specific odors. Then if you say the no single compound, means you cannot you cannot tell that it is this is a single compound because of which this odor is coming. So no single compound, rather this is going to cause because of the mixture of the volatile compounds, and these mixtures of the volatile compounds comes from different sources. Either this will be chemical used for the manufacturing, or it will be gradual degradation of the chemicals within the paper. Other compounds also gives of the mark useful in the determining the extent of degradation of old books. So with these compounds, whatever volatile compounds they are going to produce, you can identify, you can detect the age of the books, how old it is. And from those compounds, furfural is one of those compounds with the help of which we can determine the age and the composition of books. Like some books which is published mid 1800, emitting more furfural, and this emission generally increases the publication years relative to the older books composed of the cotton or linen paper. So this is roughly some of the information about the from where we are going to get a specific smell in the books. In conclusion, as with many aroma we can point to a single compound, so rather this is coming from the mixture of compounds, but a specific odor will have comes from the specific compounds. But normally in the books we are going to see many different type of mixed a specific color is coming from the mixture of compounds. So this is all about the aroma of the books. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. If you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. You can follow my channel and me on different platforms which is in here. Thank you. Have a nice day.